What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Honey. It's Sunday, and it's the day before New Year's Eve. I'm super excited about New Year's Eve. I'm also super excited about participating in Jumpstart January. That is a video every day for the next 31 days. So, ooh. Those of you who follow my channel know that it is going to be an undertaking, but I am excited about it. And we always have a good time when we do Vlogmas or our YouTube Spirit Week. So I'm excited about it. What we are here for is Real Housewives of Atlanta. This episode was it was okay. It was nothing major. Season 11, episode 9, A Mother's Love. Before we get into the episode real good, I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. YouTube did this like channel sweep a couple of weeks ago or a week or so ago, and a lot of people lost viewers, subscribers. I actually gained 75 subscribers, so I am ecstatic, over the moon about that, because what I want more than anything is a genuine tribe, people who want to be here, people who love my content, love my personality, and love the positivity that I bring. So I'm really happy with that. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If you are not currently subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little bit of bell next to it, as well as give me a thumbs up. It's like saying, hey, Miss Honey, as well as comment down below. Y'all see I took my boho locks out. I am actually going to put them back in at some point, but today is all about hydration and conditioning and keeping it succulent. Y'all see the edges? Oh. Okay, so let's talk about this episode, you guys. First and foremost, what I am most excited about this episode is Porsha. Porsha is coming along nicely with her pregnancy. We see her and Dennis first thing in the morning. She's not feeling her best, and he's kind of doting on her. What I love about Dennis was when Lauren came in to see about Porsha, most dudes, when a girl come in, they be like, okay, that's my cue, because y'all talking about girly stuff and girly body functions, and I don't want to hear about it. But he was in it for the long haul. He stood there. He wasn't on his phone. He was being attentive and funny and just helping her to the bathroom. I like Dennis. I like Dennis, and I have my hopes and my prayers going out for Porsha and Dennis. I want them to be a success story. We also get to see Porsha and Dennis go to the doctor. This is the first time they're going to get to see the baby via sonogram, and it's a really nice moment. We get a flashback with Porsha from 7 years ago when she was married to her ex-husband, and just how hard she fought to, you know, to make this happen for herself. And she just says she feels like all her prayers are being answered. She finds out, you know, that she had this fibroid surgery and took care of all the fibroids, and because of that, I think she's going to have a C-section, and they're going to wait to 39 weeks for the baby to be fully formed, lungs and organs and everything, and they get to meet her. And I'm so happy for Porsha and Dennis, but I want Porsha to have every happiness, and there's no reason for her not to have it. I like Porsha, I like Dennis, and sometimes you see a different side of people when they have children. I think she'll always be silly, goofy Porsha, but you might get to see just a little bit more of a serious side from her when she has her baby. So I'm excited for them. Let's talk about Shamari. First of all, we were all running around calling Shamari, and her mama called her Shamari. So I'm going to have to call you Shamari. I'm going to have to call you Shamari, because your mama say your name is Shamari. Okay? I don't know why you out here trying to be French, Shamari, Shalimar, but your mama say your name is Shamari. Okay, so her mama want to know which one of them bitches call your mama a bitch. And you know, Shamari trying to sweep it under the rug and move past it. Her mama say them's is fighting words. Okay, them's is fighting words. Which one of them scallywags call your mama out her name? And her mama is a PA, baby. She's a professional woman. But she ain't too professional to get to it with a chick when she come outside of her net wrong with her, right? Anyway, they get to talking about the kind of mom that she was to Shamari and her siblings. At that time, she was building her career and she was working a lot and taking care of kids and a single mom. And so she wasn't home a lot. And Shamari really feels a type of way about it. Even though she loves her mom and she big ups her mom and just celebrates her, she wants to have one parent at home with her kids at all times. Okay, fine, but who is Jasmine? Who is Jasmine, girl? Okay, anyway, it's a noble idea. Everybody's not able. If you are able, I say go for it. Especially with some of the stuff that go on in daycares and schools now. NeNe takes Marlo down to the bridal shop where they meet Eva. And y'all know Eva's last bridal shopping adventure with her mama wasn't great. Her mama ended up making her cry. Well, she replaced her mama with Marlo. Really? Actually, she don't know Marlo is coming. NeNe is taking it upon herself to take Marlo with her everywhere. Everywhere. I don't. Okay. Anyway, and Marlo, of course, is typical Marlo. Number one, she's obnoxious. And she's rude and out of pocket. She's always out of order. Like, y'all know I'm not a Marlo fan. Even if I see somebody that kind of look like Marlo, I was just like, oh, here this trick is. You know, she tells Eva, I just need you to give me 10 pounds. Lose 10 pounds for me. First of all, why would she do anything for you, Marlo? You're not anyone. You're not important in her life. She has no investments in you. Move along. Move along. You were invited as a guest. You still don't know that guests don't talk as much? You're supposed to make yourself small. I don't care for Marlo. And let me go ahead and say this. Everybody says when they see Marlo, they think about brands. Marlo is all about dressing, all about the style. First of all, Marlo is as shallow as a teaspoon of water. That's number one. Number two, if all of your value is in the labels that you wear, then that means you let someone else dictate your value by a trend, by their own creativity. It has nothing to do with you and who you are as an individual. It's all about the labels that you wear on your back. So if we strip you bare, are you nobody now? Are you no one? Have you no worth, no value? Like, it's ridiculous. I get so sick and tired of hearing that, especially when it comes to black people, because those people at them labels don't care nothing about you. They don't care nothing about your worth. They don't care nothing about your people. I'm telling you, look at what happened with the Prada situation or H&M. Y'all go and spend, not y'all, not my honeybees, you know. And I'm not saying you shouldn't buy a nice handbag or a nice pair of shoes. But if that's the whole scope and breadth of who you are is a brand, it's not built on anything you've done. It's built on someone else's creativity, someone else's hopes and dreams. You spending money, your money, to wear somebody else's name on your back. And you expect me to respect you for that? That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, then we get to see where NeNe and Gregg have his sons over. And Gregg look good to have two sons over 40. And them sons look like they've been rolled hard and hung on wet. Like, they are not office. You know what I'm saying? They not going to the office every day. They not doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? These dudes here, these dudes been around. It's a good conversation, because while he's telling them, him and NeNe are telling them about, giving them an update on his cancer situation, that the cancer has been removed. There has been some residual cells that were able to manifest themselves, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, and he's claiming healing, total and complete healing, which I don't see a problem with that. I think you have to speak life into your situation, and whether it's by medical means or if it's by spiritual means, if you are claiming your healing and you're implementing some things to make that, bring that healing to fruition, I'm all for it. NeNe, when he said God has healed him, she kind of was like, I was like, okay. Now, in the confessional, she was like, if Gregg don't want chemo, she don't want chemo. I was just, I don't know. Anyway, so it was a good moment. And Bryson was saying he did not want to have a colonoscopy. And his older sons was like, no, ever since this happened to you, Dad, we realized being over 40 that we need to be tested and we need to have regular doctor's visits. And Gregg feels like if nothing else good comes from his diagnosis, helping someone else to know that early detection is key and regular doctor's visits are important, then his job is done. Like, he feels like that's a calling of his. So shout out to Gregg, and it wasn't super sad. I love that. Let's talk about Kandi and her mama. Kandi go over to see Mama Joyce, and not only does she want to tell Mama Joyce that she's a little disappointed that she didn't show up at the ASCAP Awards, but evidently Mama Joyce has missed several events. Not because she's traveling, although she has been traveling quite a bit. We get to see Mama Joyce's home. It's a beautiful, looks like a ranch style home. And it's beautifully decorated. It's all done very, very nicely. And I suspect that's all thanks to Kandi. And I can appreciate her taking good care of her mom. I just feel like Mama Joyce might be feeling like it's owed to her. And maybe, y'all know I'm a big daddy's girl. I would bend over backwards for my mom and my dad. If I had millions and millions of dollars, it's just like they have millions and millions of dollars. But it do come a point in time when you kind of have to pull people's coattails when they start feeling like start feeling entitled. When you lose a certain amount of appreciation for the kindness and the thoughtfulness and the generosity that other people show you, you need to be dinged for it. Also, she wants to talk to her a little bit about the fact that she called Todd a lemon. And her and Todd have not been talking very much. Well, Todd hasn't contacted me either. I'm like, Mama Joyce, that's not how that works. I always have a problem with mamas that don't act like mamas. Like, you see Cynthia, she's like the complete other side of the spectrum. She is like caring, doting mom. And then you have people like Mama Joyce and Eva's mom, who, I don't know, just kind of seem kind of cold and callous. Like, I like a kind of in-between mama. Tough hand, loving hand, but you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so she gives Kandi this contrived half-ass story about lemons and a lemon tree and lemonade, and it's just boo. It's just whack. It's just not. She told it like she didn't have to come up with a good excuse. She told it like, you need me to say something, this is what I'm gonna say. She knows that she can do anything she wants, and Kandi will never ever ever sever things with her. She will never get to a place where she's not talking to her and she's not dealing with her, even if it's over Todd. So, you know, she knows she doesn't have to have a valid excuse. It is what it is. I mean, you know, saying like, what do you want from me? So she wants her to apologize to Todd. So later on, when Mom and Kandi go down to the OLG2 location and just see what he's worked on, Kandi goes ahead and lets her know, I want you to talk to Todd. And she was like, I don't understand why you need me to, you know, and Kandi says, look, enough is enough. I mean, he he's not nobody. He was making six figures, and she tells her, well, you was making 7. I was like, well, how much were you making, Mama Joyce? I don't want to count other people's money. What you are counting other people's money, Mama Joyce? Like, it's uncalled for. How you acting towards Todd Lowe these many years is ridiculous. It makes you look bad. It makes you look bad. And now I can see where some of Kandi's ugly ways come from. Because that little half-ass apology you gave Todd was real fakey-jakey. Kind of like when Kandi be sitting around with her crew acting like she don't want them to talk about other people. Acting like she not a part of it. Like, I could see where it came from. Anyway, Kandi tells her OLG was not only Todd's idea and conception, but he brought it to full fruition. It has grown from an idea to 3 locations. Like, give him his props. And she was like, I just want to apologize to you about the lemon comment, because I just meant that she was a lemon and a lemon tree, and I make good lemonade, and we all love lemonade, and the dog ate my homework. If you fall off the horse, you got to get back on. Everybody knows the early bird gets the worm. Everybody was like, what are you talking about? Just say you sorry you was out of pocket. But I'll give it to Todd. Todd was very respectful, but he held her feet to the fire. It's not just that you call me a lemon, but you was talking with a chick that my wife was beefing with, that your own daughter was beefing with at the time. Like, that's out of order. Number 1. Number 2, we've invited you to several events. And I see how it hurts my wife when you don't show up. And it's always these lame excuses. The plane was late, or the plane didn't show up for me. I thought the plane was picking me up at my house. I didn't know I had to go to the airport. Oh, you meant tomorrow. Tomorrow is the ass cabs. I thought you meant tomorrow, like next week. Like, all these lame excuses is hurting her, and it's hurting the family. I just want us all to be together and to be as a family. But it seemed like Mama Joyce just want her stipend, and she want to do her thing. I think, secretly, Mama Joyce is jealous. I think Mama Joyce is jealous. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. I want to hear what y'all think about the whole Mama Joyce, Kandi, Todd situation. Like, you still doing all of that? Come on. Come on. I mean, I know we kid about Todd being shady and behind the scenes, and I still think that he is helping Kandi do a whole bunch of stuff as it pertains to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I digress. All right? I digress. You still doing all of this towards this man. It's uncalled for. And the fact that you can't get it together enough to treat him with a modicum of decency. Hey, Todd, he was like, Okay, let's talk about Noelle. Now, Cynthia got the family over. Noelle leave for Howard University in 2 days. Y'all know that's in D.C. Now, Noelle is like 19, almost 20. She took a year off, running back and forth from Atlanta to Carolina because her boyfriend was in Carolina, I believe. Okay, so why are you acting like Cynthia is trying to take you off the nipple out of the blue, girl? Why you acting like you just got out of high school? You've been gone for a year. You've been on break for a year. And you've been traveling the highways and byways, running your hot tail back and forth from Carolina for over a year now, ma'am. Why are you in the fetal position now, being hugged down? You want your mama to ask everybody to leave because you can't bring yourself to talk to nobody right now. Please don't celebrate me right now. I don't think I can go. I can't go. But you can go to Carolina. You don't get yourself up and dust yourself off and get that trunk packed and get in this car. Don't nobody have time for all of that. Cynthia, I don't know. She went downstairs and she was going to make it cry. And Mel was like, don't you start crying or we going to start crying. I was like, what is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? What are we doing? Storyline? This is a storyline. We putting some more air into the storyline because it's weak. It's weak and it's whack. Later, we see her take Noelle to the dorm. Noelle's roommate backed out at the last minute, so Noelle get the room by herself. I think they wanted Noelle to have that room by herself because her parents are semi-celebrities. And Cynthia has it decorated real nice. Noelle won't even get up off her bed to help decorate. She watching Cynthia do everything. I'm like, okay, this seems like this what you missing to me. What you seem like you're going to be missing is being waited on hand and foot. That's kind of what it seems like you really will be missing out of the situation. Her daddy come down and they take her and Cynthia to dinner. Pause. I forgot to say this a couple of episodes when Leon was on. Episode 7, I think. I think Cynthia and Leon still getting it in. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think they still getting it in. I don't think it's like, oh, I want you to be my boyfriend and you be my girlfriend. I think they both kind of like getting it in. It's understood. They don't really talk about it. Like, this what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really good at this one thing right here. It's just something about the way they act around each other. It makes me feel like they still getting it in. After they leave dinner, and Cynthia is so ditzy. I don't know why when Leon around, she has like her dumbest moments. It's chicken fried chicken. It's steak fried chicken. Excuse me, it is steak fried chicken. Okay. Anyway, then Noelle act like she didn't want to. Aren't you gonna go back with me to the dorm? I was like, Noelle, come on now, come on, girl, come on. Get it together. I enjoyed that montage all the way back when Cynthia had her B. Smith fro and she was trying to help Noelle with her math and all of that. Like, I've come full circle with Noelle, and she's a beautiful girl and I can appreciate it. But I don't believe for one moment, girl. I don't believe for one moment you too scared to go to college. I don't. Sorry. I know it's a storyline. I don't believe it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. But that is it, I think, for Real Housewives of Atlanta. It wasn't much, wasn't a whole lot. Y'all tell me what you think of this episode. Until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.